The relationship between Agnico and the community itself is perfect, fantastic.
This is not government. This is a private sector driven, new money coming into our community.
Yeah, my life is exciting, raising two kids, making money.
The first time I had to be nice to him.
So, ready for a big fight?
Yes. Actually, you know, this thing happened right at day one, when we first met. Just, I guess, our personality.
Well, that's just a connection. And I have to live with him now.
The communication and the relationship started day one. At first, you know, we had doubts if it's going to really happen. And in the past 2.5 years, actually 3 years now, it's really happened. And we're happy with what Agnico is doing for the community. In order to have the communication, the respect's got to be from the both sides. And I see that in the future, it's going to continue to have a good relationship.
Of course, we will keep doing the training, we will keep increasing this proportion, but the next step is to create businesses in town that will offer service to the mine site, that would brings long-term values in the community.
Environmental friendly, very friendly. Our company is providing a busing service from Baker Lake to the Meadowbank, which is going to be growing more and more. This is not just seasonal, it's during the lifespan of the mine.
We do not only want the southern communities to take advantage of possible contracts, whether it is the level of materials to be supplied or the work to be done. We would also like northern communities to develop their own business in order to offer us services. This is the direction we will follow for training in the next few months. We will offer workshops to the various communities in order to demonstrate the many opportunities where they could work with us, and then we can look at financial possibilities and training requirements so as to work towards long-term projects.
They bring lots of opportunity, extremely encouraging for our community, for a community that used to have nothing. Baker Lake used to have a very high rate of unemployment. It was very, very difficult for our people to get work, especially local people.
The only income they had was social welfare. The community itself is happier now. You see people smiling everywhere you go, they're happy.
No, I didn't realize what kind of job I was going to have, and when I heard the mining company is open now, I asked to working here, and that's how I got a job.
Today, it's very difficult to find reliable people because there's so much work that came with the Meadowbank project, so it's a good problem to have, you know, a shortage of people.
I see more local people working now, and they're out of trouble too. And
People that are working at the mine. It's a new money coming in.
They have worked very hard. They have embraced the Meadowbank project. They have been very supportive. They are now gainfully employed here. So it's been a win-win story for the citizens of Baker Lake and Agnico Eagle.
They're an integral part of everything we do, and we'll never do it alone, we do it together. And we hope that we'll move forward together and provide more opportunities, and we hope to be here for a long time.
We received a very favorable welcome from the Inuits when we arrived here on the project. All the people want is to work. When the project started, an entrepreneur built the road within the agreement we had with the Inuits. We are expected to utilize the existing labor force to its maximum to do the work. We continued with this approach. In addition, we advise our entrepreneurs who came on the project to do exactly as we did. That is, to recruit from the Inuit labor force first to give them the chance to work. Therefore, it is necessary to train them if they are to work on our equipment in our operation, because people, it is their region, it is their territory, and also they are very close to the operation.
Suddenly there was freedom to choose. I could do this, I could do that.
Quebec. 46% of our employees come from Quebec and 45% come from Nunavut. So we can see that these are the two largest centers. Our expertise in Quebec allows us to train the local workers. Because of this, we were able to build a team as strong in management as in hourly workers. Operators, mechanics, that is to say, those who have some expertise in our sector genre. It is therefore a beautiful marriage.
Donc c'est un beau mariage.
We are presently seeing people from other communities who would also like to work on the site because they have seen how the project benefits many families. We have noticed that out of the 176 local employees that we have presently, and we are still hiring, 135 come from Baker Lake, but all of the rest come from other communities of Kigavik.
A lot of our local people are working, not only our local people, but from the region, Kivalliq region. Because I've seen some people coming in from Arviat, Wilco, Rankin, Chester, Coro, Repulse. A little over 200 now, and I'm pretty happy to see that.
Man taught me work, work, work.
You like that?
It's okay for me now, since I learned how kind of be patient.
There's 4 different tribes that live in the community, the Inuit. It's about 1,800 altogether.
Baker Lake is the only inland Inuit community. The people that were brought into Baker Lake from all of the tribes around here were all nomadic people, and they were following caribou herds. So they knew where the caribou was at certain times of the year. They knew where the fishing was at fishing weirs at certain time of the years. So their main diet was fish and caribou. here it's, you know, still a part of our life, you know, eating caribou and hunting and fishing, and they do teach cultural education. They do drum dancing still, and throat singing, and kayak making, and they have elders coming in, taking them on the land and trying to keep it alive.
I know there's an impact to this community, but we deal with that day to day, and that's something that the community is very happy to have this mine in Meadowbank.
The population has grown, and stores are busier. There's lineups now when you go into the stores. 5 or 6 years ago, there was hardly any vehicles in town, and now everybody has a vehicle. So we have traffic now.
This is a very close community, and the impact of our presence has remained very positive. Representatives of every part of the community have formed a liaison committee consisting of the elders, the youths, the business community, and the scholastic sector. Every 6 weeks, we meet with this committee where we draw up a list of situations to be addressed as they arise in order to ensure the maximum positive impact of our presence.
I've seen our local people that works up there 2 weeks and 2 weeks out, they find time to go hunting, so it's not affecting our traditional life at all.
The traditional culture is still alive. There's still community events here. There's still women with the Mounties. They're very alive. But you can see things are changing with all the new population. There's a lot of strangers in town, but as of today, it's still, you know, a very traditional community. So as times are changing, so is the art.
We've had the chance to experience relations with the Inuit people. I was lucky enough to have lived this. I find there are smiling people, and when a service is asked of them, they're always ready to help. It is really pleasant working with them.
As cold as it is here, the people are very open, very warm, and very courteous. We feel very welcome.
I feel like I'm a part of these people. I don't feel like an outsider at all.
The communication between the two cultures is there.
We don't make any distinction. If the guys have the right qualification, we give the training. They just work as a team together. So that's how they create links. Some of our Southerner guys starting to speak Inuktitut. You see how it's binding together. That's very, very nice to see that.
My grandfather was on an expedition called the A.P. Lowe expedition, which started in 1896 and went right to 1904, and that's when they were claiming land for the Queen. And for 7 years, the ship had frozen into the ice, and then they continued the following year. And what they would do is build a monument on the land and put a flag up, and then claim that land for the Queen. The village here started when the church came. So it was around 1927. There was no people here living at the time other than the church and then later RCMP officers, and it was just a trading post. The Inuit still lived on the land, you know, until the 50s. At that time, everybody only had one name, so most people took that only name they had as their last name, and they were given Christian names as their first name. So there's families that, you know, they're all from the same parents, all brothers and sisters, but all have different names.
It's thanks to the support of the elders that we were able to develop this project. For the elders in the north, creating employment opportunities for their young people was like a light at the end of the tunnel.
I see the people that are at the high school have interest to work in the future for the mine, and we've been fighting hard to get the training going to fit them at the mine site.
We would like to see the next generation take advantage of the expertise we are building so that they can one day take our place to operate the mine.
If you realize it was only the 50s and 60s when people came here, so there's been gigantic changes from people coming in off the land and now into the computer age. We've just had satellite phones only in the last couple of years. A lot of people, when younger kids, they want to travel south, but you know, quite often get homesick after they're gone for a day or two.
We're doing school presentations, and what I like to say to those kids, we need qualified people from technician to geologists to heavy equipment operators. We need the whole range of qualifications, but it will have to come from them somewhere down the road.
Grade 12 is not the end of the line here. You got to go to university or college so that you can enter into a field of work that the mining industry has to offer.
I see 6-year-old people being asked and what they're going to do for their future. They said they're going to be the miner.